YouTube, it's me again. I am here today to talk to you about some really great extensions from Dolce Vita, and I've got them in now. They're fun. Today I wanted to just mention how great it is to actually find extensions that come pre-curled in this sort of blonde. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. These are the Body Wave 20-inch color 60. They're 100% premium Remy. And here's their website where you can find the prices. By the way, you get a lot of hair, and the prices are really affordable. DolceVittaHair.com. So I'm really excited, first of all, just to tell you that it's so hard to find blonde hair that's pre-curled. So these will hold a curl. They're naturally curly. That you don't have to keep curling them over and over and over. And, you know, that is what tends to ruin hair extensions. When I first received this set, unfortunately, they didn't quite match my hair color. And that's kind of what happens with some of these smaller companies that can't afford to do a plethora of colors and highlighted shades. So I contacted the company and I told them, hey, you know, they don't quite match, so I'm going to get my hair colored to match. They were a little bit too yellow. And the lady seemed to have a lot of confidence from Dolce Vita. She said, hey, go ahead and color them. I have a lot of confidence they'll come out fine, and then you can do your review. And I said, okay. So instead of coloring them, I actually just use a little bit of shampoo toner. It's made by Tresse. And you can also, Tresel, I guess it's called. This is Violet Wash. You just add a drop to your shampoo. You don't use very much of it. And if you need more, you can keep adding more. And then you just shampoo it in and shampoo it out. So that takes out the yellow. And that'll give you more of an ashy tone for you ash tone blondes out there. Anyway, I was really worried that they were going to come out and be all frizzy. And they weren't. They came out softer and silkier than most of my other brands that I use, and they held up nicely. They do shed a bit. They did tell me they didn't shed, but as with all extensions, they will shed. A good tool you need to prevent that shedding is called a loop brush, so that when you brush them with the loop brush, you see how the loops are. It won't pull the hair out of the shaft, and it'll be very forgiving. It'll make your extensions last a lot longer. But you can see how shiny these are. Hopefully the camera can pick that up on your end there. Really, really great. So let me take these off, and then I'm going to walk you through how to put them in and the sizes of each pieces, and we're going to talk about these nice little clips and how they snap in. And they're pretty secure. All right. So here we go. Here we have two 2.5-inch clips and four 4-inch clips. In the next clip here, you're going to see three 7-inch clips, and finally the 8-inch clip. And that one will be placed at the widest part. The 8-inch clip would be placed in the area of the blue line, and the 7-inch clip would be stacked underneath each other in the area of the green line. If needed, you can use all three of those 7-inch clips. If not, you could also alternatively stack a 4-inch clip in the area of the pink line. People like to start at the top, and most companies will tell you to start at the nape of the neck at the bottom. But I like to start at the top because that seems to be the place where we have the most difficult time putting the extensions in. I recommend having a comb like this, and for any extensions, ladies, don't use a real brush, use a loop brush. You see how these bristles are looped? That will stop them from shedding. So, and make them much more manageable because they are fragile. And then you're going to want some sort of a clip to hold your hair up while you're doing it. So you'd want to start with your 8-inch piece, and that's going to go right across the back of the hair, right here. And that's where you're going to put it in. So you'll start by simply lifting up your hair, clipping it up, and putting in your 8-inch piece. That's your first piece down. You'll simply proceed on to the next piece by lifting up about 1 inch of hair, and underneath here you're going to start with your 7-inch piece. There's your 7-inch piece tactfully in place, and you're going to lift up another. You see, now you have room for side pieces here too. So from there you can lift up and add another 3-inch piece, and continue on down the back of the neck if you feel like you need a third. Now, quite honestly, it gets pretty busy back there, and if you don't have a large scalp, which I do not, I have a lot of hair, but unfortunately I do not have a very large scalp. So I sometimes have to stop right here. But if you can fit one more in, your hair will be even more beautiful and full. And this is where you can put in yet one more 3-inch piece. At the very bottom. It has 3 clips and I'm just snapping them all in. You can let that all down. Let down my top piece. And you can see how nicely that blends all the way down the back. So hopefully you can get a good look. You can also look at the diagram if you need better placement instructions. Now I'm going to continue on the side pieces. So these are my side pieces. Now I have 4 of them. You can see I just used quite a bit of hair down the back. And I'm feeling like I have a ton of hair in. It's better to put these side pieces up as high as you can get them. So I'm going to start just above the top piece, my 8-inch piece. I'm actually going to use a little comb here so I can get a better line for you. And I'm just going to pull my hair back. Stick a little clip in here and attach this piece. And also, ladies, I recommend keeping these as far back from your face as you can handle, because if you get them too close, they're going to show, and you don't want that to happen. Now, I've got this one going in sideways, but you could also stick it in going this way, so it goes down along the ear if this tends to show, if you don't have a lot of room up there in your scalp. I've got real thick hair, so I don't have to worry about that, fortunately. All right, now I'm going to add one more. I can't wear all this hair. It's actually too much hair for me, which is saying quite a bit. I have, very rarely do I see a set that has so much hair that I have to not wear all the pieces. But it does happen, and it's wonderful when it does. So if you're thinner, you don't need all this hair, then don't use all the pieces. I've got 4 pieces down the back, and I'm going to use 2 pieces in the front, and that's really all I'm going to need. And you know what, ladies, the way you style your extensions makes a huge difference too in how natural that they're going to look on your hair. So there you go. Now I've got all my extensions in, how it looks in the front and how my natural hair looks. But there you go, there you have it. This is the Dolce Vitta. And there, again, I just wanted to let you know that I think the quality is beautiful. The Remy is nice, and just the fact that I could actually put a toner on them and that they came out nice and they didn't frizz. They don't tangle. So far they haven't tangled. I've only worn them, probably worn them about 3 times, because I don't like to do any kind of reviews unless I wear them, so I can give you a good report on how they're going to really look and how they're going to have any issues with tangling. So, and again, bleach blonde hair that doesn't tangle, that's pre-permed or pre-curly. It's probably naturally curly. The woman that used to own it before me, the living woman. So this hair does come from China, in case you're wondering. But it's great. I think it would be a great investment for any of you, and for the price of 160 grams of hair for $89, it's pretty unbelievable. Hair would come to here, but I wanted to start out without these extensions in so you could really see how it transformed my look. So these are the little side pieces, and you can just take this, and these you want to wear them up fairly high. So I'd stick mine in right there, and automatically it kind of fills in all that little space that I had going on. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. If you wear a side part, you're going to have more hair on one side, and you may not need the extra piece in there. There's a little side piece. And also, I should probably let you know these were 20-inch extensions. I had to cut about 3 inches off the end. because I can't have Rapunzel hair. I'm 50 years old. So I just didn't feel comfortable with my hair that long. I wanted to make them look as real and natural and lovely as I possibly could. And, you know, the lower you wear them to, the longer they'll be. So you can easily add a few inches back on simply by moving them down. If your hair is already this long, you don't need to wear as many, and you can move them down a few inches and wear fewer hair extensions. But, you know, just so you can get a really good look at how thick they are. And the nice little curl. The ends are really great too. They're thin as natural hair extensions should be. Remy hair extensions should be thinner on the ends. When they're thick on the ends, they look chunky and they don't blend as well. But again, I'm just going to turn around so you can see the full set. So there you have it. Dolce Vitta Hair. Thanks for watching, and I've got some more videos coming out soon, so stay tuned and stay beautiful.